The U.S. Navy F-18 Super Hornet maritime attack aircraft, manufactured by Boeing, flew for the first time on November 1995. The Super Hornet is about 25% larger than its predecessor, but contains 42% fewer structural parts. The single-seat and two-seat F-18 fly farther with heavier payloads, have more powerful engines, and provide greater survivability. In February 1999, the U.S. Navy ordered 30 Super Hornets, in addition to the 12 already on order. After successfully completing an operational evaluation, in June 2000, the USN ordered 222 combat aircraft to be produced over 5 years. The first full-rate production aircraft was delivered in September 2001. A second multi-year contract was signed in January 2004 for 42 aircraft to be purchased between 2005 and 2009. Total requirement was for at least 545 aircraft. Of April 2011, over 500 aircraft have been delivered. In July 2002, the F-18 began its maiden operational deployment on board USS Abraham Lincoln CVN-72. In November 2002, the aircraft made its combat entry, striking air defense sites in southern Iraq with Joint Direct Attack Munitions (JDAM). The aircraft was also deployed as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom in March 2003. Improvements scheduled for Block II aircraft include a redesigned forward fuselage, which has fewer parts, and changes to the aircraft's nose to accommodate the Raytheon APG-79 active electronically scanned array radar. The first aircraft was delivered in September 2003. The aircraft is fitted with new mission computers, fiber optic network, Raytheon ANAS Q228 ATFLIR targeting pod, Boeing Joint Helmet-Mounted Cueing System, and Raytheon AIM-9X Next-Generation Sidewinder Air-to-Air Missile. In April 2007, Boeing announced that it had been asked by the U.S. Navy to provide an infrared search and track system for the F-18. Boeing has selected Lockheed Martin Missiles and Fire Control to supply the system. In November 2011, the U.S. Navy awarded a $135 million contract for engineering and manufacturing development of the IRST sensor system. The IRST system is expected to achieve initial operating capability by 2016. In February 2007, Australia requested the FMS of 24 F-18 Block II aircraft. The contract was placed in May 2007. The first 5 aircraft were delivered in March 2010, and the rest of them were delivered by October 2011. The F-18 Block II aircraft cover the capability gap between the retirement of the F-111 in December 2010 and the delivery of the first F-35 Joint Strike Fighter to Australia in 2013. The U.S. Navy has approved system development and demonstration for an electronic attack version of the Super Hornet, the EA-18G, to replace the EA-6B Prowler. The EA-18G incorporates the improved capability II suite developed for the Prowler. 2 SD-D aircraft were delivered. First flight of the EA-18G was in August 2006. In May 2009, Boeing received a contract worth $48.9 million for the development of distributed targeting system for Super Hornet aircraft. In November 2011, the U.S. Navy awarded a $48 million contract to develop the Type 4 Advanced Mission Computer for F-18 Super Hornet, which will replace the Type 3 AMC currently in use. It is expected to be completed by 2012. In September 2011, Boeing and the U.S. Navy proposed to offer F-18 Super Hornet Block II version aircraft to the Japan Air Self-Defense Force. In September 2011, the U.S. Navy awarded a $5.297 BN contract that includes delivery of 66 Super Hornet aircraft between 2012 and 2015. The cockpit in the F-18 is equipped with a touch-sensitive control screen, a larger, versatile liquid crystal color display which shows tactical information, 2 monochrome screens, and a new engine fuel display. The aircraft maintains mission software and a high proportion of avionics. The cockpit also has a color digital map, and the pilots are equipped with night vision goggles. The zero ejection seat is the SJU-5 or 6 from Martin Baker Aircraft Company in the United Kingdom. The Super Hornet has 11 weapon stations, which include 2 additional wing store stations, and will support a full range of armaments, including AIM-9 Sidewinder, AIM-7 Sparrow, and 120 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles, guided air-to-ground weapons such as Harpoon, SLAM, Gibituan, GBBBBB-5051 ARM, and Maverick, and free-fall air-to-ground bombs, MiG-76, Do-40, 8 Mk-82, LDM, K-82, HD, and MiG-84. The aircraft can also carry the GPS inertially guided Joint Direct Attack Munition, Joint Standoff Weapon, and Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile. Boeing is the prime contractor for the Joint Helmet-Mounted Queuing System for the Super Hornet, to be fitted to Block 2 and retrofitted to Block 1 aircraft. Vision Systems International, jointly owned by Kaiser and Elbit, is the major subcontractor. JHMCSC is currently in full-rate production. Deliveries of full-rate production systems began in 2005, although the system was deployed operationally during Operation Iraq Freedom. The F-18 new small arms system is the General Dynamics M61A2 20mm Gatling gun, which has a switchable rate of fire of 4,000 or 6,000 shots per minute, and a fully integrated ammunition feed system. The AAN or LAKEL 124 Integrated Defensive Countermeasure System provides a coordinated situation awareness and manages the onboard and offboard deception countermeasures, the expendable decoys, and signal and frequency control of emissions. The system has been jointly developed by BAE Systems Information and Electronic Warfare Systems, formerly Sanders, and ITT Electronic Systems. The IEDECM system includes the ALA-47 countermeasures dispenser, the towed decoy, and the radar warning receiver. IDICEM began operational evaluation in December 2002 and was successfully deployed during Operation Iraq Freedom. The BAE Systems Integrated Defense Solutions, formerly Tracor ALA-47 countermeasures dispenser system, is capable of dispensing chaff cartridges, flares, and the POET and GenX active, expendable decoys. The ALA-50 towed decoy from Raytheon E-Systems provides long-range detection and extremely fast deployment against most radar-guided threats. BAE Systems Fiber Optic Towed Decoy has completed development testing and will replace the ALA-50 from December 2009 when it enters service. The Raytheon Radar Warning Receiver intercepts, identifies, and prioritizes threat signals, which are characterized in terms of frequency, amplitude, direction, and pulse width. The Super Hornet is equipped with the APG-73 radar manufactured by Raytheon. The APG-73 radar has an upgraded processor with increased speed and memory capacity in comparison to the APE-65, which was installed on the earlier builds of the Hornet. The modes of the APG-73 include air-to-ground tracking, air-to-air velocity search mode, range while search and track while scan. Raytheon's ANSA PG-79 active electronically scanned array fire control radar will increase the F-18 air-to-air target detection and tracking range and provide higher resolution air-to-ground mapping at longer ranges. The APG-79 entered low-rate initial production in September 2003 and began operational evaluation in July 2006. It is being fitted to Block 2 aircraft and retrofitted to 135 Block 1 aircraft. The radar is planned to begin operational deployment on the USN F-18 in 2008. The aircraft is being fitted with the Raytheon ASQ-228 Advanced Targeting Forward-Looking Infrared Precision Targeting Pod. A TFLIR consists of a 3.5-micron staring focal plane array targeting FL-IRB, AE Systems Avionics high-powered diode pumped, laser spot tracker, BAE Systems Avionics navigation, FLIR, and CCD-TV camera. Initial operating capability was achieved in April 2003, and the system is now in full-rate production. U.S. Marine Corps aircraft are being fitted with the Northrop Grumman Lightning A-T Advanced Targeting Pod with 540-512 pixel FLIRC CD-TV laser spot tracker, infrared laser marker, and infrared laser rangefinder or designator. F-18 aircraft also being fitted with the Raytheon Sharp Multifunction Reconnaissance Pod, set to replace USN Tactical Airborne Reconnaissance Pod, currently flown on the FEOR-14. Tomcat. 16 LRIP systems have been ordered, and the first was delivered in April 2003. The system is deployed on aircraft operating from USS. The aircraft's power is provided by two F414 GE400 turbofan engines from General Electric. The engines are an advanced derivative of the GEF404 engines installed on the Hornet. The air inlets have been enlarged to provide increased airflow into the engines. The engines each provide 22,000 old thrust, with afterburn giving a maximum speed in excess of Mach 1.8. The structural changes to the airframe on the F variant of the aircraft increase the internal fuel capacity by 3,600 all, a 33% higher fuel capacity than the F-18 variant. This extends the mission radius by up to 40%.